Hello, Mr. Hernandez. Can you explain me what is variations in inheritance?
Okay, Samir. Variation. In biology, any difference between cells, individual organisms, or groups of organisms of any species. There are two types of variations. First is inherited variations. This is the result from the activity of genes that are genetically controlled. The second type is acquired variations. This is the result from an individual's activities during a lifetime. Examples of acquired variations are language, bodybuilding, athletic skills, mental skills, obesity and suntan.
There are any causes of variations?
Yes, Amir. Some causes of variations are different genes and environment.
Then what is inheritance?
Inheritance is the passing of features from parent to offspring. Do you want to know about cells and reproduction?
Yes, Mr. Hernandez.
It's simple. Nucleus inside the living cells undergoes changes. These changes are linked to reproduction. Long thin strands appear in the nucleus before cell division. These thin strands are called chromosomes. Before cell division begins, each chromosome makes a copy of itself. They lie together as two threads. During cell division, as the nucleus divides, each pair of threads separate. Each thread then enters one of the two nuclei forming in the new cells.
You told that the thin strands are called chromosomes. What are chromosomes?
Chromosomes are the microscopic thread-like parts of the cell that carries hereditary information in the form of genes. Humans have 46 chromosomes arranged in 23 pairs in the nucleus.
Oh, is there something called gametes?
Gametes are cells involved in the reproduction of whole individual. These are also called sex cells. Male gametes are called sperm and female gametes are called egg cell. During fertilization, the nuclei of male and female gametes join together and a cell called zygote is formed. This then grows into a new individual.
Okay. Imagine I have brown eyes and my wife has blue eyes. How to determine if my offspring will have blue eyes or brown eyes?
Can I see how your wife looks?
Okay.
Okay. This is easy. We use Punnett square to do this. A Punnett square is a graphical representation of the possible genotypes of an offspring arising from a particular cross or breeding event. It also depends if the gene is dominant or recessive. Gene that prevents the other gene from showing is called dominant gene. Gene that does not show, even though it's present, is called recessive gene.
Last but not the least, can you tell me something about Charles Darwin?
Yes, of course. Charles Robert Darwin transformed the way we understand the natural world with ideas that, in his day, were nothing short of revolutionary. He and his fellow pioneers in the field of biology gave us insight into the fantastic diversity of life on Earth and its origins, including our own as a species. Darwin explored remote regions and marveled at a world so different from the one he knew. He encountered birds with bright blue feet, sharks with T-shaped heads and giant tortoises. On his travels, Darwin collected plants, animals and fossils, and took copious field notes. These collections and records provided the evidence he needed to develop his remarkable theory. He proposed the theory of evolution by natural selection. The theory proposes that the fittest individual organisms, those with the characteristics best suited to their environment, are more likely to survive and reproduce. They pass on these desirable characteristics to their offspring.
Oh, thank you, Mr. Hernandez.
You are welcome.
Thank you.